10 minutes and I'm either in or out.
Yeah. What about the Mortal Kombat movie?
Horrible. Fucking
How many
horrible.
minutes? Because you liked the first 7.
Dude.
You were in.
You know what I was thinking about? This is where they fucked up. How come it has to be exactly like the original in the video game? Why can't, listen, hear me out. Why can't it just be based on maybe 2 characters? Because I was hardcore invested in Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
They were the 2 best parts of the movie. If anything's good about the movie, it's those 2. So I was like, man, you know what they should have done? It should have been a revenge movie. They fucking made it stupid when he goes to hell or wherever he was to get that become Scorpion. They made that all dumb. It should have been, because they hooked me, man. When his family gets wrecked in the first couple minutes. Spoiler alert, sorry, too late.
Yeah.
But
You know what though? Even further on, that movie we saw should have been like the freaking Avengers movie. Like they should have built up to it with all the combatants. Like you're saying, like a movie dedicated with just Sub-Zero and Scorpion, a movie just for Sonya Blade and Jax, a movie just for, because those characters have a lot that you brush over when there's so many characters.
If it was a Netflix show, I'm down for that. And each episode was a character.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. But when it comes to like a movie and let's do a trilogy, right? We do a trilogy?
No, I'm talking like 6 movies.
Nah, see, that's too much.
Dude, Johnny Cage has his own movie. Freaking, I'm telling you, every person that fights would have their own movie because they had such rich backstories.
You know, if you did the trilogy right, you would be able to do that with the other characters. In my mind, I was just thinking, man, you could do a total fucking revenge movie where it's Scorpion getting revenge out on Frozone for the whole family shit.
Frozone. His name is Sub-Zero. This is not the Incredibles.
I'm so upset and so heartbroken. They're fucking basically the same thing.
Yeah, that movie was dumb.
Incredibles was better.
100%.
How dare I disrespect Frozone like that?
Yeah.
I'm a piece of shit.
You are a piece of shit. You are, dude. Don't disrespect Incredibles.
Because, yeah, dude, sadly, Mortal Kombat sucked. It was really bad.
It sucked.
The writing was bad.
Yeah.
Couple of the fight scenes were cool.
They weren't even that good.
Yeah, and most of the characters sucked. Just overall. And then the whole movie just, I didn't like it at all. I couldn't understand some of it. It just seemed jumbled.
Yeah. It tried too hard. I wish it would have been like all the way bad.
Yeah.
Instead of like trying to have witty times, you know? I'm just like, just be all the way bad because you're bad.
Yeah. R.I.P. And then they try setting up for a sequel. You really don't think they're going to make a second one?
I think the sequel's canned. After that shit show, cannedness.
I wonder how other people feel about it.
True. Well, you said the reviews before we watched it, which didn't amp me up necessarily. You were like, oh, they're saying it's bad, Brendan.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, this is great.
Yeah. Overall, after said and done, I'd like to see what some of the big fans. There's some loyal fans out there. I'm sure they'll make some YouTube videos out there.
Real loyal fans would hate on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I only watched a little bit of the Oscars. I was working on some videos and shit.
Uh-huh.
Did you watch the Oscars at all?
I missed the Oscars.
Yeah. I didn't even know they were on until like right when they were starting. And I was like, oh shit. And we do our little Oscar party where we do our picks. What a sad fucking year, dude.
I wonder what the ratings were for the Oscars.
Dude, it had to have been bad because guess what? It was bad. You could tell that because of COVID and probably the loss of money through theaters and just overall everything, the Oscars barely made budget.
Wow.
They were probably like, yeah, we'll do it, but...
Who's going to show up?
Yeah, dude, it was weird. There was hardly anyone in there. It didn't feel like the Oscars at all. Didn't feel like it at all. You know what I miss? It's a good thing, right? That they bring politics into it. Do you agree?
Into the Oscars?
Yeah. But, dude, right? That's what I'm saying. Right. It depends. Last night, it was all about gun violence and everything. Everything that's just been going on. It was a good time. I agree with it. But then at the same time, I'm like, man, this just doesn't feel the same. And I'm like, man, is it due because of COVID and the way that just everything's going? Is it due to all the fucking like bullshit with actors getting called out with like sex crimes and all that kind of shit? Where it's just kind of like damaging the magic of the movie. Like I don't feel that magic feeling for movies when I watch the Oscars anymore. Like I did when I was a kid.
Yeah. You know what? To me, too, it's just like we give a lot of shit to athletes for being political. It's like we should do the same to actors, though, because that's outside of their craft.
Yeah.
They're not a politician.
Yeah.
Like, they're not.
And they just get automatically shit on when they try to.
Like, Mark Ruffalo's a very, like, political guy when he talks about shit.
They get stamped liberals.
But at the same time, I'm like, I respect it, but, like, you are an actor, so, like, you don't. Everyone give them a little bit of a break. But like they do have real power though, so maybe it is their responsibility, I guess, to be political.
Yeah. I was talking to my buddy and I'm like, man, I just wish we would stop dividing everyone.
Yeah.
And work more together as a country. That's what I wish would just happen. Anywho, we'll talk about that another day. But overall, what was really cool about the Oscars though, Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor for The Father. I want to see that. We watched that trailer. Remember, I was like, "Oh damn, dude, Anthony Hopkins looks like he kills it."
Oh, it looks sad.
Yeah. You were kind of dogging on it, but I really wanted to see it.
It was an old man who had dementia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
He won an Oscar for it, dude.
Did he remember?
And he wasn't there though. That was the sad thing. Man, all the other ones were there, and then Anthony Hopkins wasn't. So
he forgot that he was invited.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting. That was really Anthony. I'm really worried about him.
Dude, I told you, dude. It moved me. The trailer moved me. They need to have Oscars for trailers, because I swear to God, it's a fucking art if you can make a shitty-ass movie look amazing. And it's happened too many times.
Suicide Squad.
Almost everything now these days.
Almost everything.
It's getting harder to find the good movies, Brendan. I'm going to say it again. It's getting really fucking hard to find the good movies these days.
I don't think that's a fair point because I think more movies are being made than ever before. So the more shitty movies there are, it just makes sense.
Or way more abundant.
Yeah.
Way more.
So it's like finding a
It's
needle
outstanding.
in a haystack.
Yeah. It's outstanding. And I feel like the amount of good movies made in a year are way less than what they were back in the day.
That's tough because there hasn't been a lot of big releases.
And it's probably because of COVID and everything, you know. But dude, I worked at the movie theater, and Oscar season was always like into the end of the year, you know, a little bit at the beginning, like January. And that's when the really good movies would be released. It started dwindling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, The Rock just took over.
Yeah, everyone just wants The Rock. Yeah. Talk to, what's that director?
Oh.
This Dracula guy. The movie I showed you.
Oh, Taiki Waititi, I think. I butchered his name so bad. I butchered his name so bad.
No, it was like John.
Who are you thinking of?
The guy who did the funny movie, the vampire movie that you thought was hilarious with the one guy.
Yeah, and he did Thor.
James Woods.
Oh, James Woods?
Yeah.
You said vampire movie. I thought you were talking about...
that's a vampire movie.
That is
Vampires,
which is an epic movie with James Woods.
Flush, drain, swoosh.
What are you talking about with James Woods, though?
The director of that movie, because we're talking about... Oh, my God, never mind.
No, I'm interested.
Because remember, they want The Rock in his movie that they're remaking with the... Small Time in Little China, whatever the China.
Oh, yeah. Big Time in Little China, right?
Yeah, and the director of that was...
No, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, the director of that was...
John Carpenter.
Thank you. That's where that was.
John Carpenter, who directed Vampires, which starred James Woods. Boom, we're in it.
Episode 34, guys. We're a little late on that. We've been jamming.
Yeah. We had to talk about the vampires thing. Yeah. We had to get that out the way.
It's out. It's caught up. It's off our minds. We can think.
Boom.
Done. Just like the fucking Oscars.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I feel bad. But, all right. UFC 261. Holy fucking shit. Legs flying. Fucking people's heads get sprawled. Whoa.
Dirty. Just nasty. Yeah. Fucking exciting, dude. The crowd back in. Let's get it going.
How amazing was that? You could tell that it affected the fights. 100%.
Yeah.
It brought tears to my eyes.
It was the perfect answer to the Triller event, honestly.
Oh my God,
With like
yes.
combat sports being like seen as a joke, kind of. Even
Yes.
though boxing and MMA is different, like it's still like compared a lot, and
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh, look how gimmicky it is." No, this was some real shit that went down.
Yeah. Yeah. Top athletes competing for the number 1 spot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my God. Those fights, the first 2 fights of the night, dude, were crazy. That chick dropped that girl the first punch. She comes back, whoops that chick's ass.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yep, dude. The Chinese fighters had it rough.
It was a
last
rough night. One of them won.
The fighter from Mongolia won. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, dude, I was out, hanging with the guys in the garage, vaping.
Yeah, I
Not
remember.
vaping.
I was watching the fights, and this guy got a freaking one arm rear naked choke, and he locked it in with his head like this.
And he flipped him off after? What happened with that?
Yeah, it was weird. Charles Oliveira fight.
Was
'Cause
Charles?
Charles Oliveira got choked the fuck out.
Yeah, he got choked out and then he got flipped off, right?
I don't know if he was talking shit before the fight, but
Like, maybe, did he not think he tapped, or did he tap, or was he choked out?
I think he tapped. He
tapped?
tapped because when he tapped, he even sunk it in more with the actual like rear naked in there.
Oh.
And like had it for real.
Well, maybe that's why he's talking shit. He's like, dude, I tapped and then you choked me the fuck more.
No, I think it was something
Imagine.
else. Because Charles Oliveira was the one that was like, dude, we cool. Like, like trying to shake his hand and stuff, and he was still like salty.
Oh.
He shook his hand, but he was like, we'll talk about it on my Twitch stream.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, so who knows what the beef was about.
Interesting.
He promoted himself in the same way, so it was kind of a smart idea, too.
I had a good night. 5-0. What were you?
4-1.
Yeah. The most silliest fight, too. You silly bastard.
Dude.
I told you. All right, let's go in order. Anthony Smith, Jimmy Crute. Jimmy Crute, dude. That
Whoa.
knee was fucked. Wasn't that crazy how the first 2 fights were back-to-back, like, injuries like that with the leg?
Yeah.
Yeah. I respect Jimmy Crute because he's got heart, and he said he was willing to continue, and, like, people that know him knows he would have kept going.
I believe it.
Dude, it was so painful to watch every step.
Dude. And then it was like, he had that battle cry at the beginning. I was like, oh, shit, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah, punched the
This guy's
little
serious.
pole. Yeah. And he still had respect with Anthony, and it was kind of cool. Anthony was like, get the fuck down, dude. What are you doing? You hurt your shit more. When he big brothered him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was dirty, though.
Big respect for Anthony Smith taking such a unranked opponent compared to him. He's ranked, but way out there.
And Jimmy's looking good
Yeah.
before that.
Like, that would have been a huge win. That would have been a huge win for Jimmy.
You could always line up a rematch, too, because that was such like a...
Yeah.
Injuries happen.
Oh, dude. That's going to take some time. I wonder how long he's suspended. I haven't... Honestly, I've only been looking up Chris Weidman shit. Because, damn. Let's talk about it, dude. That was worse than Silva's. By far. It broke through his skin in the back by his Achilles tendon. There was a picture of him laying down, and you could see it on the back of his ankle. Oh, fuck.
I think it was even worse when he landed back on
Oh,
it.
my God, and it folded, dude. Oh.
I got chills.
Yeah,
thinking about
dude.
it.
How bad was I sweating?
You were sweating bad, dude.
Everyone was screaming in the room, and I was like, my soul went 10 feet behind me. I was just like I wanted to throw up. Like, almost I watched a live car accident. You know what I mean? We just watched a live car accident.
He's not...
And then we couldn't do anything. And then UFC, what does UFC do? Replay. Oh, you want this angle? How about that angle? This angle. And then it was oh my God. Luckily he's okay. He had to, guess what? He had to wait till the morning to have surgery. Oh, fuck.
What did they say his
Hats
recovery
off to you,
time?
soldier.
Do you know?
He was posting everything on his Instagram. Chris Weidman's such a fucking soldier. I felt so bad for him, dude. That's the shit that you don't wish that on your worst enemy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't wish that on the people.
Because you don't fight the same after that.
And you know what else it tells me? That every time a fighter throws a kick, it feels like your leg breaks. Because when you watch it in slow-mo, Motherfucker doesn't even know his leg has snapped until he takes a step back and steps on it and falls down. So
You were like, he could lose his foot.
Yeah,
and I really thought it.
Yeah, dude. In those situations, dude, if it were to fuck that shit up too bad, you never know.
The closest thing I can think of is like a twisty
Oh
tie.
my God.
And
Oh
like when
my
you
God.
do it enough times and it rips off. That's what it was like when he knocked it and then planted his weight back on it. Oh my God, that was ruthless. Dude, I'm nothing but prayers to the guy.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, he's
that's
handling it like a gangster, dude. That's what those fighters do. Ben Askren has a hip replacement. The motherfucker's walking. He's trying to show how much of a gangster he is walking without his fucking up and walking the next day.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? And that Chris Weidman, dude, he's blogging it. He's talking. He's okay. He doesn't seem like he's in too much pain. He's on meds and shit. He was talking about how he had to get a catheter. He would have had to get a catheter if he didn't pee. So he was in like full focus and he got himself to pee. Because fuck getting a catheter.
Yeah.
That's my worst nightmare. And hats off, because I don't like being in a hospital and people taking care of me like that. And I can't, like, if I'm in a situation where they gotta help me pee or I need help wiping my ass or taking a shower, put me out. Put me out because I'm in misery.
If I'm that hurt, wipe my ass for me.
Dude, no.
Please. I don't want to do it. I want to do the less I can do when I'm
They
hurt.
got the sexiest nurse coming to pamper that ass. You're down?
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
If it hurts more, no.
My pride, it's gone. It's gone. I like, oh man, going to the bathroom and showering, that's like, I don't want anyone else to bathe me, clean me up.
Well, yeah.
I don't want anyone else to wipe my ass.
If what happened to Chris Weidman happened to me,
I'm getting up and I'm going to the fucking bathroom.
Nah, you can help me up.
And hats off to the nurses who help the people.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's a two-way street, baby. That's a two-way fucking street. They see some shit. And they got to wiping an adult's ass. What's your job? I wipe adult people's asses who are injured. That's someone who fucking cares.
Yeah. Dude,
Hats off to you, soldiers.
hats off to everybody in the medical field. Think about the people that deal with like the kids that have the worst things happen to them or are born with all those deformities and everything, dude. Hats off to all those people. Everybody.
I know. That's why I'm just like, I don't want to live. I would not want to live, dude.
Yeah.
It's tough. And I'm sure if I was in that situation, I'd be like, oh, thank God. Thank you for helping me.
Dude. Ableism, like being able to use your legs and hands. Like,
And when you're stripped of your pride, that's a humbling experience. You are humbled.
This is true.
That's like the Almighty humbled.
Dude, like when I broke my neck and I couldn't turn and shit.
You were humbled?
I was the most depressed ever.
Yeah.
From like humbling too. Like you say, do you appreciate movement?
Yeah.
Do you appreciate being able to, like Chris, yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Just speedy recovery and
that's why I'm like, dude, when he can be so positive, I'm honored that he can be fucking so cool about it. Post it, share the experience to everyone. It is cool.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a tough road. That's tough. And he's making it look easy. So it's like, damn, you are Chris Weidman, champ. Like, even though he doesn't have the UFC belt, that's a champ.
Yeah.
Because that, dude, oh my God. That was the worst. It was worse. And guess what? Uriah Hall, he became the first person to win a.
I know.
You saw that?
Without throwing a strike.
Yeah. That was interesting.
No one's ever finished anyone without throwing a strike before.
Nope. 17 seconds in, dude. Check the leg kick. And it wrapped around. And I remember, so here's my live. We're watching it. Boom. Fight starts. When he kicked him, I remember going, Josh reacted. He was to my left. And we were like, damn, that was loud. Remember how loud it was? And I was like, holy shit, that was a loud kick. And then boom, by the time I had that thought, he's landing back on his back foot. And then now he's dropping. And then that's when everyone started screaming. And I'm like, oh my God. And then that's when we saw it like flopping around, you know?
As soon as it made contact, I saw it, dude.
You saw it wrap around. I think I looked at Josh because I was like, holy shit, that was loud. And it wasn't until he took the step back and fell that I was like, oh my God. And then they replayed it, and it was everyone screaming and shit. That was crazy.
Like, you see things before you hear them, too.
Oh,
like,
God.
It was savage.
Derek Lewis said he'll never throw a leg kick again.
That's what dude,
Yeah.
everyone's been throwing leg kicks.
Yeah.
You've always been like, man, everybody throwing calf kicks now, or, just kicks in general. And then it's like, man, this guy just freaking broke his leg.
Yeah. And how weird that Anderson Silva broke his leg on Chris Weidman, and now Chris Weidman broke his leg on Hall.
Dude, at least Anderson Silva had some nice things to say, too, like wishing him well. And
What
everything.
happens if in a couple fights Uriah Hall breaks his leg on someone's, and it just continues? It's like that movie, that scary movie with the, oh God.
It's easy, though. What you do is as soon as you
What was that
break,
movie? Fuck, God damn it.
as soon as the next guy in the curse breaks his leg off of your check,
Mhm.
retire. You ended the curse. Boom.
Knowing Chris Weidman and the fighter he is, and it's gonna take, they said 4 weeks, I think, until he can get up and walk without a thing. But then they said 6 months to 12 months until he can train, depending. So I guarantee it, Chris Weidman being the guy he is, he'll come back for another fight. Anderson Silva did, but it's interesting because Silva healed up pretty quick and then tested positive for like a steroid.
Well, he might have. I wonder if he was taking that medication for his healing.
It
too.
was. That's what it was. So it's like, Chris Weidman, don't do that. Don't do that.
Wait a second.
Yeah, if you do it, don't get caught. Yeah.
When you do drugs for like healing, I guess it's different.
Yeah, but it's still steroid.
True.
Overall, Paris to Weidman. Boom. All right. Valentina Shevchenko, Jessica Andrade. Surprised. I was surprised again. She does it every time.
Yeah, because that was the one part of the game that they thought Andrade could like have a chance.
At least what I thought too.
And
She just wrecked it.
size.
I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a crucifix finish. She was landing them elbows, dude. Fucking shit up.
That hurts.
Yeah. Valentina, dude. And they were talking about maybe trying to get her versus Amanda Nunes 3, and Dana White was all like, oh, I'm not hungry for it. Neither am I. I want to see Valentina. I'd actually be interested maybe if Rose and Valentina, more so than Amanda. Fuck Rose, go up.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
That is a fun fight.
But then it's like the strawweights.
Because she's got the reach. It's probably... I wonder if it's just as long as Valentina, if not longer. Because Rose was talking about how she has the longest leg span. Is that correct?
I could see that.
Yeah.
But you know what was weird? When they were standing next to each other after the fights,
Mhm.
Rose and Valentina,
Mm-hmm.
Valentina did look still taller.
Made her look like a little sister.
Kind of the way Amanda Nunes makes her.
Look like her little sister.
Yeah,
Isn't that so crazy?
it is crazy.
That's so crazy. We have 3 of the baddest women right now as champs to ever live.
Rose. Yeah.
Bro, had Rose not got dropped on her fucking neck, I believe, and that's just the way the fight game goes. Everyone can play this game with everyone's career. Had she not lost, she still would have stayed champ. Would Wei Li never even become champ? You know what I mean?
Probably not.
Exactly. And like I was saying, Wei Li had a hard time with Joanna. That Rose whooped the ass. I know they fought again and went to decision and whatnot, but Rose whooped that ass.
You know what's crazy too is like her technique and accuracy.
Mhm.
Like she just has to hit you right on the button.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she did.
Dude, that kick was beautiful. It slipped right in there. And I loved how she got all mad. I wasn't knocked out. You died. You were soulless before you hit that
Yeah.
canvas.
Man, that's yeah.
I wonder who they pair up with Rose next, though. That's what I'm interested in. She didn't take any damage. I'd like to see her again pretty soon. Shit.
Well, they were talking about the possible rematch, right? I mean, it was a flash knockout. That happens.
See?
That happens. She could still win, maybe, possibly.
I don't want a rematch.
But what if What if Zhane would win?
I don't want a rematch right now. Not right now. I think she needs to get one back.
Stipe got a rematch.
Yeah, well, and plus he waited forever.
Got his bitch ass knocked out. He got a rematch.
Then did DC fight? DC fought Derek Lewis before they had the rematch. So okay, Waylon, if you want to wait, okay. Rose is gonna fight someone else next, and then we'll have your rematch. Get better, cause you got fucking knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, it'll be nice when there's the new up and comers come up and challenge.
Yeah,
these girls.
Right. I think in a good amount of time, let's say 10 years from now, I think it'll be crazy. We'll have storylines similar to like how the kind of men's were in the beginning.
Yeah.
Even though we already have, and because the women's fights in women history has been amazing. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Nunes, incredible. Literally, I'm more interested. I would be so stoked. I'm gonna keep saying it for Amanda Nunes versus Jake Paul.
I got Amanda all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just wish that the Valentina and Andrade fight would have been a bit more competitive, though, because that was just domination.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't look like she belonged in there.
Yeah. Which is interesting because Jessica looked good in the division.
And then what's that? It's like, man, we got to get that new talent up for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, next. Boom. Main event.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's straight to the main now.
I'm happy Usman did it. Did what he said he was going to do.
Yeah. I am, too.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been satisfied any win because, like, get wrecked, bro. But all the people that were saying, oh, my God, if he had 6 months training camp, he needs a full training camp, he'll be ready. Get wrecked. 'Cause I think Usman looked a lot better with a full training camp.
He did.
If Usman had a full training camp last time.
And not a broken nose.
Yeah.
He didn't have a
Jorge
broken
wouldn't
nose.
have even made it to decision last fight.
Yeah. And Masvidal was saying he broke his nose, but I'm pretty sure it was Justin Gaethje in training.
I think so, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah. People need, and guess what? Everyone still hates on Usman. I'm gaming with the boys. They're all hating on Usman. Warlike was hating on Usman.
Because his guy didn't win.
Yeah. Saying that he wasn't impressed with Usman. What the fuck? Dude, he's on like a 3-fight finishing streak?
Yeah. And
Maybe 4?
He's tied for like the longest UFC winning streak.
Like for real GSP, like you're in he's about to pass you.
Yeah.
He's about to pass GSP. And the fact that the winning streak, what is now 14? 2 away from Silva. So I don't know off the top of my head how many times GSP defended the belt. 8 sounds familiar, but maybe not. Maybe that's way too many. But it sounds right. Probably wrong.
He had good title defenses.
Yeah. But I forget off the top of my head. I think was that Usman's 4th? I think it was his 4th.
He looked good, though.
Look at me. He's looking great, dude. Yeah, he got clipped by Gilbert. Gilbert is a fucking animal. And not only did he get clipped, that probably would have finished most people. And then Gilbert would have fucking teed up on him TKO. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happened? Usman stayed cool, calm, collected, came back, finished him. Masvidal? And it made me wonder, why was the first fight so up against the fence? Do you think it really... I think it had to be the nose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And now we had healthy Usman, and he made it look easy?
His head went back, touched the chin.
Yeah.
You knew he was out.
Now, there were a couple times in that, what was it, the first round? Because it was the second round finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the first round where we were even like, oh, man, Usman's looking a little sloppy here with some of these punches.
Right. Which
was interesting. And then Masvidal laughed, and then literally like 10 seconds later, he was knocked out. So, and you know what was crazy? The pictures they have of the knockout is the sweat that just exploded off of Masvidal. It looked like the universe. You know what I mean? Like you could just see his knockout happening in the air.
It's like Rocky sweat.
Yeah, dude, it really was.
How hard did he punch him?
Yeah, respect for Masvidal for, he took the loss like a man. He's a gangster, even in defeat.
He should have accepted the first defeat like a man.
Yeah, well, maybe I give him the first. I give him it.
And all those fans. All those fans, too.
Yeah, you can't. He was hugged on, and he lost by decision. This time he got knocked out where he hasn't been knocked out in forever. So that's humbling. You know what I mean? You can't have any excuses.
Yeah.
He was able to have that excuse that first fight. Now he's got nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But it's sad that some people need excuses. Like, I would just take the L on the chin. Like,
Yeah. Fighting, man, we don't fight. It's easy for us to say on the couch.
this is true. This is true.
Because you're a fucking dog when you're a fighter, dude. And we're competitive just with video games and sports.
Yeah.
Imagine actually fighting for a career, you know what I mean? For your family. And this shit's going on. It's a whole nother level.
He's still a straight gangster, too. I would
yeah.
never want to cross paths with that man.
Oh, yeah, no.
And be on his bad side.
That's why people need to respect Usman. He's a fucking beast. One of the best fighters right now, if not ever. And, dude, you called that one. I'm proud of you. Because he looked good in the very beginning. I was like, okay, yeah, we got a guy. And, like, the fact that you were, like, right away, you're just like, oh, this guy's going to be champ. This guy's going to be champ. I love it.
He was stalking his opponents down against the K and had that power.
Yeah. But because of you doing that, I'm like, huh, okay, Brennan, okay. And then, boom, sure enough, dude.
You know what really got me going, too, was how dominant he looked against Tyron Woodley.
Oh, that was the night. That was the night that I was like, okay. We got some real shit.
Dude, what about Jorge versus Colby Covington, though? I feel like that's the fight to make.
Yeah. It is the fight to make. But then again, Colby just knocked out Woodley after losing to Usman. I kind of hate the Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards fight. Because Nate's been doing nothing. It's all because of his name. That's it.
Yeah.
These other guys are doing shit. You know what I mean? He goes out there and he beats Leon. Okay, he did something. But it's like, fuck. Off the couch. Yeah. And then I'd imagine he'd get the title shot.
I think he'd get destroyed.
Yeah, because right now there's that pool. Like, we're in a nice little pool right now with the welterweights because all the matchups are really exciting. Why did we do that when we could have done Masvidal and Leon? They had beef. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You know what? Usman versus, like, Nate Diaz gets the title shot.
Mm-hmm.
You think he stands a chance against Usman after what happened to him against Masvidal? I know he can take hits probably a lot better than Jorge, but you ain't going to be standing up with fucking Usman, Nate.
Oh, yeah, no. Usman wrecks Nate.
You get taken down and smothered.
Yeah, Usman wrecks Nate. The fight I want to see the most is Leon. Or Colby Covington again. I would like to see a rematch because Colby's earning it.
I think Leon gets wrecked because I think their wrestling neutralizes, and I think Usman's stand-up is going to give him the edge.
That's the fight I want to see. And I want to see Colby and Masvidal. It's a good pool right now. It's a nice little pool.
And no disrespect to Masvidal, too. He's a straight badass. I just get heated because he was all against my boy here, man.
Yeah.
So, that's what it is.
And it's just crazy the disrespect Usman gets. I don't get it. What's it going to take? They say he's boring. I don't see it. I don't see why Usman's boring.
Yeah.
We even watched him live take out Emil Meek.
That's a fight people would say is boring.
Yeah, but it was good. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
Had Emil Meek pissed the fuck off, throwing his mouthpiece into the audience. It was a good night.
He was pissed.
He was so pissed.
Get good. Yeah. Get up.
Yeah. Usman's a smart fighter, dude. I'm really interested to see who he fights next. It's funny because the fight that I'd love to see is Khabib and Usman. That's the fight to make. But Khabib's, he's retired. I don't want him to come back. But it would have been I think that would have been one of the best super fights ever.
Man, that would be a good one.
Because Khabib's big, dude. Khabib can make that weight easy.
It would be tougher, though.
It would be tough.
It'd be a lot tougher.
It'd be tough. But Khabib's amazing at wrestling.
Usman's strong, man.
Khabib's strong.
Khabib is strong.
Khabib is strong.
I think Usman's just stronger because he's in that higher weight class for longer, and he's going to be...
even heavier when he's not cutting weight?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be interesting, though?
It would be interesting.
It would be really fun. That's the fight to make.
Masvidal versus Khabib.
Oh, just another easy win for Khabib.
Yeah.
100%.
He knocks him out, too.
Flying knee.
That would be crazy.
Then what would people say? Because that's again, I'll argue that with Ben. It's just crazy if he'd beat Masvidal. What if we be Usman versus Ben Askren? Usman wrestling.
Who we're forgetting about, who the biggest guy is Jake Paul.
Yeah. Oh, the star of the night. When they started chanting Jake Paul, fuck Jake Paul, I didn't know that he was Did you know that he had beef with DC at the moment? They were fighting. DC walked over to him, and then they had a little shit talking moment.
Good for you, Jake.
Yeah, and DC kind of slapped him in the face a little bit. Dude, Jake Paul's killing it. Jake Paul's killing it.
He knows how to piss people off.
And he had a little TikTok video that was perfect. He's like, "Oh, how am I gonna piss everyone off today?" And then he shows him getting dressed, shows him getting on a plane, shows him going to the UFC with the chants "fuck you," everything. It's like, dude, he's killing it. Did you listen to this? Listen to this. He called out Dana. You ready?
I am ready.
He goes, "Dana, you claimed you would bet $1 million on me losing. Set up Askren to train with Freddie Roach, gave him full access to the UFC PI, and he still got his ass handed to him. Seems like you are the real douche, not Ariel. In my third fight, I made more total pay than any fighter in the UFC history. Maybe it's time to pay your fighters their fair share. No wonder they all want to get into boxing. Dana, you say you make the fights fans want to see, so hurry and make Jones versus Ngannou. Pay them their fair share. 10 million per each guy plus pay-per-view. Why are UFC fighters so underpaid versus boxers? Why did I make more in my third fight than all but 2 Khabib and Conor UFC fighters have in history? I know why. ...
Oh my God.
What do you think?
I mean, we do want to see the Jones versus Ngannou fight.
We do.
That's the fight fans want.
Do you respect that call out?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. He talks some shit. Because apparently, dude, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say right now, just, people can fact check this. He made anywhere from like 65 to 75 million off that fight. Jake Paul.
Yeah. Well, Dana's going to be telling you those numbers are bullshit.
Yeah. I think he already did. I think he did.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if it's not true?
I don't know where the fuck they're getting those numbers.
Yeah. What if it's true, though, and that motherfucker just made 75 million off one boxing fight? Like, holy shit, we got a problem here.
I mean, that kid's making a lot of money.
UFC fighters do deserve more money. He's not wrong there. We can't say he's wrong.
No, yeah, they do.
There is probably some things wrong in there.
You see what happened to Chris Weidman? You see what happened to Jimmy Crute?
Boxing's bigger than UFC still, right? Would you say boxing's bigger than UFC?
Dude, I don't know, man.
I don't know. UFC's getting bigger. I feel like UFC kind of blew even more in COVID.
And, like, that Triller event was so bad. Like,
it was so
the
bad.
Events, I mean, it was the spectacle itself was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, the actual fights.
We loved it still just because it was so bad it was enjoyable.
Mm-hmm. But UFC, man, those are real legit fighters.
Oh, my God. There's nothing like it. Last Saturday night was one of those nights we were walking away going, this is the greatest sport in the world. There's no other. The stories with each fighter, the way shit plays out, the way things can happen. There's nothing better.
It's just like they said, man. You can't play MMA, dude.
Yeah.
It's true. Like,
yeah.
Name another sport where you kick someone so hard your leg snaps.
Wraps around it like a fucking... Oh, my God.
And they're warriors. Jorge Masvidal included. All those guys are straight
they're all warriors. Yeah, kill us with the blindfold.
Heart and soul, man. Like, I just got nothing but respect for those fighters.
100%. 100%. I wonder who Jake Paul's going to box next.
Hopefully someone... But is
it going to be DC? Is it going to be DC? DC said he's not going to box him, that if he fights him, it'll be in a MMA cage. Would you like to see DC just wrestle and ground and pound the fuck out of Jake Paul?
No. I want to see DC box him.
It's real interesting. Jake Paul's got to, he's got to pick a good name for it to be interesting.
Yeah, it can't be another wrestler if he's going to throw him in a boxing match.
Some guys are saying, like, Sean and Warlight, they're like, oh, it has to be KSI. Or no, not KSI. Dylan Danis. I'm like, no, fuck that.
Dude, what about even dude? Sean would piece him up, dude.
Oh, dude, I would love. Oh,
And he'd be getting paid.
Jake's
like,
bigger than Sean too, so that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Jake would be too slow.
I think so.
Oh
dude.
God, yeah.
It'd be better if it was a kickboxing match, man, because we could see like a spinning back kick.
Little
to him.
Wild Thornberry his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad you can't use all your tools in a boxing match, though.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why I'm saying I don't want to see him fight Dylan Danis. I think he's past the part where like he shouldn't be fighting people who aren't boxers either.
True.
No more.
No more MMA guys either.
Yeah. I don't know. There's some MMA guys I wouldn't mind watching him fight in boxing, like Tyron Woodley.
Yeah, but even he's more of a wrestler still.
He's got hands.
He does.
Yeah,
But
he's got good hands. He knows how to box.
I-
His boxing compared to Ben Askren is way different.
how do you think Nate Diaz does against Jake Paul? That'd be a better fight for Jake Paul to take, right?
Oh God, no.
I feel like he had better
Nate has
chance.
good hands. Nate has good hands. And Nate can get hit a lot. Nate trains with heavyweights. He'll eat Jake Paul's shots with a fucking fork and knife, butter knife.
Hey,
But
I thought Zhang Wei Li would win.
You
She
doubted
couldn't eat
Rose.
shots. She couldn't eat
you
shots.
doubted
And you're doubting
Rose.
Jake Paul.
No. And that's a good that's a good night, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We're out.
Deuces.